I'd love to hear your thoughts at the end of this video. I can understand why people might feel uncertain or even strongly about this topic. It's a complex subject and there's a lot of misinformation out there. So firstly, puberty blockers are not about rushing children into any kind of transition. They're a temporary medical option that gives transgender or gender questioning young people and their families time they need to explore their identity without the added stress of irreversible physical changes brought on by puberty. These medications have actually been used for decades on cisgender children, kids who either go through puberty too early, which is called precocious puberty, or in some instances, kids who go through puberty very quickly. Long before puberty blockers were used to help transgender children, they were already an established treatment for these conditions. The problem is there's a lot of misunderstanding around this, and many people think puberty blockers were designed specifically for transgender kids, but that's not the case. Because being transgender feels wrong to a lot of people, they automatically assume everything associated with it is also wrong too. That's just a mindset that often comes from lack of information or a refusal to seek actual answers. Puberty blockers are not a new concept. They are simply a tool that has now been extended to help transgender youth. I'm sure some children have been given puberty blockers without full assessment by irresponsible professionals, and that's why it's so important to ensure rigorous checks are placed before proceeding rather than acting in desperation. For transgender young people, puberty can be extremely distressing. Imagine your body changing in ways that feel completely out of sync with who you are. Puberty blockers essentially act as a pause button, giving kids the chance to grow, learn, and make decisions with the guidance of medical professionals, therapists, and their families. You know, it's important to remember that the effects of blockers are reversible. If a child decides to stop taking them, puberty will just continue as it normally would. Many people ask why you wouldn't just let kids wait and see. The thing is, puberty doesn't wait. If someone is truly experiencing gender dysphoria, the distress caused by a disconnect between their gender identity and physical body, going through puberty without intervention can lead to lasting mental health challenges. By delaying those changes, puberty blockers can reduce the distress, improve mental health well-being, and allow young people to make more informed decisions about their future. Medical professionals are trained to follow strict guidelines, which involve thorough assessments, counseling, and decisions with parents or guardians. So this is why checks and balances are essential to avoid instances where children might receive treatment without proper evaluation. No one should be handing out puberty blockers casually. It's about protecting a young person's mental health and giving them the best chance to thrive. I know that topics like this can raise a lot of questions, and it's completely okay to want to understand more, but ultimately, the goal of puberty blockers is to provide time to explore, time to think, and time to make choices that feel right for that individual. It's about ensuring that young people feel supported and have access to the tools they need to live authentically and happily. If you're unsure about it, I'd encourage you to look into medical research and stories from people who have experienced this firsthand. Understanding the reasons behind these decisions can go a long way in helping people see how much care and thought goes into them. At the end of the day, every young person deserves to feel seen, supported and safe while they navigate who they are. And that's what puberty blockers are ultimately about. Hope that answers your question. Thanks for watching, stay safe, see you next week. Don't forget to comment and subscribe.